From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. A former high-ranking Canadian diplomat says all eyes are looking at the U.S. as President Joe Biden attends a 3-day NATO summit this week. Farida Kerkov says the world will watch to see how Biden handles the summit in Washington, D.C. after a widely panned debate performance. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will travel to the summit to urge fellow NATO members to stay strong in backing Ukraine in its fight against Russia's invasion. Environment Canada says a heat wave over much of British Columbia is reaching its peak in some areas. The weather agencies issued heat warnings for more than 40 areas of BC, nearly double the number from yesterday. Most regions of BC are expected to see temperatures above 30 Celsius, while the southern interior could reach the low 40s this week. A poll for the Manitoba government says people are growing worried about the cost of living and crime. The benchmark survey by Leger found the top concern among 800 respondents. 81% said they were concerned by the rising costs of things like housing, food, and gasoline. Fletcher Barriger is an associate professor of economics at the University of Manitoba.
Many households are just scrambling to sort of catch up and sort of say, how are we going to manage this, and what's the future going to be looking like?
2/3 of respondents said they were concerned about crime and safety. That's up sharply from a year earlier. It appears a coalition of left-leaning parties has won the most seats in France's national elections.
In a surprise result, French left-wing coalition, the New Popular Front, is projected to finish ahead of Marine Le Pen's far-right party in the parliamentary elections. Leftist leader Jean-Luc Mélenchon tells crowds the results are an immense relief and is demanding the resignation of the Prime Minister. Polling projections have put President Emmanuel Macron's centrist alliance second and the far right, who took the lead in the first round of elections, in third. The final results for the snap election that was called just 4 weeks ago aren't expected until late Sunday or early Monday. I'm Nayan Kim.
After a historically bad first half of the year, the box office is suddenly booming.
Hello, everybody!
Drew, what's up?
Wait a minute. 3 girls, 1 wife, something is missing.
Despicable Me 4, the Illumination animation sequel, led ticket sales over the holiday weekend with $75 million in sales Friday through Sunday and $122.6 million since opening on Wednesday. That's according to studio estimates. The Independence Day weekend haul for Universal's Despicable Me 4 further extended the considerable box office reign of the Minions, arguably the most bankable force in movies today. And it also kept a summer streak going for Hollywood. Inside Out 2, the year's biggest hit thus far, came in second with $30 million. A Quiet Place Day 1 dropped to third with $21 million. I'm Haya Panjwani.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, play is underway right now in Seattle as the Toronto Blue Jays conclude their 3-game series with the Mariners. Jose Barrios is Toronto's starter in the matinee, while right-hander George Kirby is on the mound for Seattle. In CFL action, the Hamilton Tiger Cats hope to get their first win of the year as they host the BC Lions tonight. The 3-1 Lions are second in the West Division, while the Tiger Cats are last in the East with 4 losses. French Open runner-up Jasmine Paolini reached her first Wimbledon quarterfinal when Madison Keys had to retire with a leg injury at 5-5 in the third set of their 4th-round match. Keys had served for the match at 5-2 in the last set, but then started limping more and more. And Lewis Hamilton held off Max Verstappen's late charge to win a thrilling British Grand Prix, securing his first victory since the penultimate race of the 2021 season. Hamilton became the first Formula One driver to win on any track 9 times. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.